Hello and welcome to the 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown Best Bits, a show about letters, numbers, conundrums, and the best bits from the last series. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, it's guest team captain, Sarah Millican. Sarah freely admits she farts whilst performing on stage.
You're opening line for me.
Sarah freely admits she farts whilst performing on stage. I went to see her show recently and I was blown away. Up against them this evening, it's guest team captain Tom Allen.
I'm very excited about what you're going to say about me. Is it about that I look like an egg?
No. Why would I?
Well, I don't know. Like an egg that fell on a barber's floor. Something like that? Something like that?
Tom looks like something out of Downton Abbey. Specifically the scene where Lady Edith Crawley has a delicious boiled egg for breakfast. We try and work it around.
And I've had so many soldiers in me.
Catherine and I actually share a birthday. My new hair and her new nose are the same age.
When I look at your new hairline, I see where Kim Kardashian's old one went.
I've got to say this evening, you, Catherine, and Gus, both look as if you're characters from Star Wars. More the dress than the overall. It's great.
Thanks. This is a gift from my makeup artist. Maybe she should stick to what she knows.
And joining Jonathan tonight, it's Joe Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Joe has a unique look, and that look is British ambassador to the Taliban. And joining Alan tonight, it's Judy Love.
Yeah.
I'm just popping out. I'm sorry, I'm popping out of my shirt, babes. What time does this go on?
9 o'clock.
OK.
I put one of them away at least.
All right.
I think there's a button. There's a button.
Is it? No, I wasn't talking about that button. I was talking about it. I don't mind the tits being out, babes. Come on, hello. Got to get that mortgage paid. You get what I mean?
Judy Love once had a near-death experience when she choked at a wedding.
Yeah.
The something blue was her face. Richard says his favourite movies are all black and white French New Wave films from the 60s, and that's because he's never seen Paddington 2.
I was in Paddington 2. But I haven't seen it. I'm in it.
Right, I'm having to IMDb that.
What do you
Is he
mean?
in it?
Why would I lie about something so banal?
Who did you play?
I was in the court scene. Has anyone seen this film?
I've seen it.
I was in it.
I don't remember you in it.
I was in it. I'm the person who sends Paddington to prison. You popped it out because it was very traumatic.
OK. Forensic investigator
Thank
Richard
you.
Owen.
I am in it. Unbelievable.
I can't believe it. Joe, what is your perfect night in?
Perfect night in, I'd say, watching Taggart with a box of milk tray and 20 Regals. I love it, I love it. And then I like to run myself a hot bath, sprinkle some petals in there, pour myself a glass of rosé,
Lovely.
buy myself a Regal, slide into the bath, and then wait for whose ever house I've just broken into. Then the fun really begins.
You a big fan of Christmas?
No, I hate it. I don't really like it. That got a really bad response in the room, actually. Are you guys fans of Christmas? OK, that was 20 of you, actually.
I think people in the audience are probably, you know, when you said I'm not a big fan of Christmas, because it's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jesus is actually in the crowd.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah?
Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you. I like the fact we still have the camera trained on Jesus in case he performs a miracle. I think we'll be OK.
Do I get paid?
Was there?
Do I get paid?
Typical Jesus.
Typical Jesus. Sarah, what's the best bit of advice you've ever been given?
Well, people often say trust your gut, and I have to. Because it doesn't always behave itself.
Well, have you got a lactose?
Yeah, I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, but I just deal with it. Lactose is delicious. A pub that I go to regularly had got a new pizza oven. Ooh. So we're like, let's get pizzas. And because I'm also gluten intolerant, and I ate a full pizza, and I shut it out before the bill came. I didn't think I should have to pay full price because I hadn't taken any of it home, even.
Alan, OK. It says here you're related to one of tonight's guests. Is that true?
Yes, it's Jonathan Ross. We are related.
Yeah, but I've asked you so many times not to tell people.
You won't be so offended when you're looking for a relative for a kidney.
Yeah.
How are you related? What's the actual...
It's about four grandparents back on it. The BBC had asked me for ages to do this Who Do You Think You Are, and I kept saying no, no, no. Then I saw the one with Chris Akabusi, and he ended up in Trinidad and Tobago. I thought, Alan, put your name down. Free holiday. Peckham. 2 weeks in Peckham.
Alan found out because one of your relatives had been a deserter in the war as well.
I know, yes, he ran off dressed as a woman. They told me this at the Imperial War Museum. Oh, no. How much of an arsehole did I... it's about the Battle of the Somme, yeah, because he ran off in slingbacks and a woman's hat.
OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for the first game. John, Harry, you get to pick the letters.
OK, shall we have... Oh, I never...
I'm going to intervene.
Yep.
Go on.
No, OK. So could we have a... 2 vowels and 2 consonants, please.
I-A-T-N.
N. Another 2 vowels, another 2 consonants, please.
E.
Is that good?
A.
It is, except we've got to pick 9, so this game can't go on forever.
OK. And consonant, please.
And K.
And for the first time today, here's the countdown clock.
Yeah.
These things are dangerous. Munya, how many?
5 for me, Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
Yeah, I can give you a hood name if you want.
What's my hood name?
I mean, I grew up in Norwich, so... Farmer Jimmy.
Lee? How
5.
Many? 5.
5.
John?
7.
Harriet?
4.
4. You've got a 4-letter word.
Go for the 6, just in case.
1, 2... OK.
Go on, try the 6.
Picnic.
Picnic.
Is there a sadder moment on television than this moment when Susie has to check it in the picture?
What if it is there, though?
What do you mean, what if it's there? Munya?
Panic.
Sorry, was picnic in there?
No, do you know what? We never did clarify that, did we? I'm so sorry. I imagine people watching at home thinking, oh, is picnic a word? We never got a definition. No, it fucking isn't!
You don't know.
What do you mean, no, I don't know?
Sure.
I'll check in my dictionary.
Is it a word?
No, it's not, Harriet. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Susie. I just wanted to hear it from Susie, not from you. No offence.
Well, that's me stuff, then I guess knack pick's 9.
Ali, you're 5?
Paint.
Paint?
Yes. What do you do on your hair every morning?
John, you're 7 for the points.
Captain.
Captain. Captain, of course. Captain, my captain. Joe, have you got a mascot?
Right, have you never thought, why isn't there an elegant garment that's made up of a jumper, mittens and a balaclava?
No.
Because I've made one. I've solved the age-old problem of having to buy a separate jumper, mittens and balaclava.
That's good.
I've solved it. Right.
Good.
So, Joe...
There are a few teething problems.
Joe, just talk me through this, because it's
It's an elegant garment that combines a jumper, mittens...
Hair coming out the side of it is so upsetting.
It's giving off a very pubic vibe.
Oh, it's really upsetting.
That mouth looks inviting.
I was going to wear this on a first date, but I'm not now. I've made a few others as well. Like, Jimmy, have you fed up with having to buy separate underpants, sash and beekeeper's hat? Come on, Ralph, let's show her. I knitted that. Raoul here, he wore that to his last court appearance. Given an extra 3 months. But I think my last design, if I'm honest, I think will be a classic, like the little black dress or jeggings. Because if you ever... Are you fed... I'm fucking too old for this. Are you fed up with having to buy separate pith helmet with neck curtain, crop top and falconer's glove?
Sorry, give me that combo again.
Are you fed up with having to buy... Are you fed up with having to buy a separate pith helmet with...
Pith helmet?
Fucking hell, at least I didn't do this on the hottest day of the year. Jimmy, are you fed up with having to buy a separate pith helmet with neck curtain, crop top and falconer's glove? Because now you don't have to. Fabio, come out, mate.
That's beautiful.
Give us a 12, boys. Give us a 12. You deserve it. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Go on then, piss off.
Joe Wilkinson, everyone.
How did you have a talented designer?
And here is your teaser. The words are giant nip. The clue is put that on display. That's giant nip. Put that on display. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were giant nip. The clue was put that on display. It was, of course, painting. Lee, what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Oh, you know, Jimmy, the usual. Just letting me face age naturally, keeping my teeth a normal colour and not upsetting Netflix viewers. What have you been up to? We're doing the quiz show on ITV, the 1% Club, which obviously tests intelligence.
Someone watches it.
We found him, Lee. What do you give away on the 1% Club? What's the biggest prize?
Up to £100,000.
What's the most you've given away?
48 quid. We have given away almost 100. We've given away 90-something, like 97 or something, yeah.
Can I come on it?
Not really, Jack, because you're in entertainment. You're already a member of the 1% Club.
Last Christmas, I could do it 97 grand. Pay my gas bill.
I would have thought you'd get a grant, Jack.
Please may I have a consonant?
You may, thank you, Tom. S.
Thank you. And a vowel, please.
E.
Oh. And a consonant, please.
M.
Come on, I. Come on, I.
And a vowel, please.
Yeah! Rachel. I've got a semi-Rachel.
It's only a 4, though, isn't it, Jimmy?
Sorry, have we had enough of this? please? May I have a consonant, please?
H.
Vowel, yeah, vowel. Let's see if it's an A. Yeah!
Come on.
Consonant.
Come on, you beauty.
Is that what you have to shout at it to get to that stage? Oh. We'll have another consonant. It might look a bit like a D.
N.
No, it's gone, everyone. It's gone. The moment's gone. And I think a vowel as well.
And lastly, O.
OK, while you're doing that, I'm going to dance the tango, and my partner is no less than a world tango champion. I don't want to be rude, but what year were you national champion?
I was the national tango champion in 1957.
How do we start? Like this? OK? OK, all right. Your time starts now. Thank you. OK, Tom, how many letters?
5.
Roisin, how many?
Maybe 6.
Ooh. Sarah?
Well, I've got a 6, but I've also got a dodgy 8.
Ooh. Go for the 8.
Yeah, OK.
Go for the 8. Phil, what do you think? How many?
6, non-dodgy.
Non-dodgy.
Oh, if we're going for dodgy ones, can I have a 6?
OK, what's your dodgy
6? I can't
6?
just say penis.
You can't just say penis.
After we've had semi-hard and you just nearly stuck it in an 8-year-old. I was going to say paniem, but I felt like that was a word. But I'll go with penis.
You're going
I
with
usually
penis?
do.
We just...
What is it? Oh, ham penis.
But like a song, like, oh, ham penis.
Oh.
like a musical.
Like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, ham penis when the wind comes rushing down the...
what's your 6, Roisin?
Fossum.
Fossum?
With a PH.
P-H-O-S-E-M. E-M.
Oh, EM, of course. No. When you say risky...
It's all the hallmarks of a word, that has. It sounds Australian as well, doesn't it, Sam?
A fossum?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got bitten on the head by a fossum.
There you go.
Do you write Home and Away? That sounds like one of their storylines.
I was writing Neighbours, but I don't want to talk about it.
Susie Dane, Roisin's rolling the dice on that being a word. Is she wrong?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Phil, you're 6.
Also fossum, unfortunately. I've got mishap.
OK, and you're 8. Drum roll, please.
Misshapen.
Oh, you need 2 S's.
John, did you bring a mascot? You normally bring a mascot.
I've written a musical about this show. It's called Cats. Does count down. I've had quite an angry letter from Andrew Lloyd Webber. I don't know what he's talking about. They're clearly completely different. So it's very exciting. The only problem is I'm not really very musical, so what I've done is, for the songs, I just ripped off a load of songs from other musicals. So from Mamma Mia, I've got Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy.
How does Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy go? Just sing us a little bit of it. Just sing us a little bit.
So Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy goes, Jimmy, 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 your hair is so shiny. Just one squeezy bottle keeps the grey hairs away. Jimmy, 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 your teeth are so shiny. Let's meet for a coffee at the M6 Bay. I think ABBA are shit. Is that controversial? Wow. Boring songs.
Sure, I mean, compared to this, they're shit. Compared to this, ABBA are nothing. I mean, you've got a talent here.
From the line, this is actually a Susie song. So Susie stands up and sings, Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Unfortunately, it's not in the Oxford English Dictionary, so you don't get the points. Then your plastic surgeon comes on and sings from Wicked, Defying Gravity. Then we end with grease is the word. Unfortunately, you could have added the D and the other team got greased, so the points go to them. And that's Cats Does Count Down, the musical.
John Richardson, everyone. It's a very good mascot. Over in Dictionary Corner, we've got Catherine Cohen. Catherine is from Texas. I've never been there. In fact, I actively avoid Texas. Sorry, Texas. Catherine, it's your first time on the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm American, which is, of course, humiliating, but I also do musical comedy, which is even more so. I had to come over to get caught up on Love Island.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really want to be the first contestant to have cellulite and, like, a massive bush.
I'm afraid Joe's beaten you to it. Catherine, would you go on Love Island?
I would absolutely go on Love Island. It's one of my favorite shows, and I feel like there's a gap in the market for women who've lived lives, been divorced. They'd be fucking.
John, would you go on Love Island?
I don't need to, Jim. If I want to be on an island full of single women who don't know how to have sex with me, I already am.
Before we go on, time for a quick bonus round. Some of the guests on this show can barely read and write, so it's time to improve their spelling. John, Joe, join me in the centre for the countdown Spelling Bee.
Wow.
Now, this is a simple spelling bee with a slight twist. The twist is, before the show, you probably wondered why I fitted you with electric shock pads. Well, if you get one of the words wrong, if you spell a word incorrectly, then it will shock you.
I will punch you.
OK. I want to test that these work, OK?
Oh, shit.
OK. I'll test Joe's ones first. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
Ask.
OK.
That's going to have to go down a bit. Fuck me.
Yeah, OK, all right, that's...
Oh.
All right, no, you'll be fine, OK. Joe, let's just assume yours work. OK. Are you good at spelling?
Oh, I've pulled my arse doing that.
I'm just going to assume yours works. Don't worry about it.
Just do one, please.
No, I just... It'll be fine. We'll wait for the game. OK. OK, can I get some spelling bee lighting, please?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
OK, John,
shit,
your first word. Nice, easy one for you. Can you spell manoeuvre?
Oh, fuck on.
M-A-N-O-E-V-R-E.
Shit, tits up!
I honestly think I might shit myself. I'm so nervous.
John, do you want to have another go?
Yeah, turn that down.
OK, sure, I'll turn it down.
Sure, I'll turn it. You did nothing.
Manoeuvre. Spell the word manoeuvre.
Oh, fuck.
M-A-N-O-E-U-V-R-E.
Correct.
Oh, God.
A lot of tension in this. OK, so, Joe, your word is rhythm.
Oh, shit.
You don't want a time penalty. Quick.
Ah.
Great
Why?
Joe has shot himself, unfortunately. He will do it again.
Oh, no, that's a hemorrhoid popping out.
How did it go?
I don't want to.
Rhythm.
Ah.
Yep.
Fuck, I don't... Tea?
I pressed the wrong one. That's my bad. My bad. Joe, you got that wrong. I'll spell the word for you. So it's rhythm. It's R-H-Y-T-H-M.
Yeah,
rhythm.
easier on the auto cue, isn't it?
John,
this is the last one.
Nice easy one. Nice easy one for you. The word is onomatopoeia.
O-N-O-M-A-T-O-P. It's so hard to think. O-E-I-A.
Correct.
I feel sick.
OK, last one for Joe. Your word is diarrhea.
The amount I've written it in apology letters.
You are sweating like...
It's because you keep electrocuting me. D-I-A. H. Is it not H? Don't press it.
What do you mean, is it not H?
D-I-A. R.
Yeah.
H. E. So that means shot. E. Oh, don't look at me like that. X. Just do it.
I think... OK, so it was diarrhea. It was D-I-A-R-R-H-O-E-A. 5 points to John's team, but that was a lot of fun. OK, time to go across now to Dictionary Corner. Sam, what have you got for us?
Big Jim, the West is collapsing. Society is falling. Have you noticed they've changed the font on the Weetabix pack, the family pack? They've changed the font. What's going on? This is the classic. Yeah. We know this.
Yeah.
We love this. Suddenly they've got a new... It's like this cool, distorted font. What are they trying to appeal to the teens? Oh, man, have you seen the new Weetabix font? Whoa! Whoa, it's like this cool... It's got little holes in it. Which letter do you reckon has the most holes?
M.
M, yeah.
M.
W.
Same.
The W?
Yeah, W.
I've counted all of them. Coincidence. Not really when you look at the board of directors. Wake up, Jimmy, wake up. You guys like this guy Paddington? They found him down on the underground. That's why he's called Paddington, the family. They found him at Paddington Station. That's why he's called that. So, lucky they didn't find him on the DLR. And I go online. I love the Google Doodles. You know, Google, they'll change the logo. The Google logo is so ubiquitous, they'll throw up like a special design if it's a special day. This is one for Halloween. It's got bats, a little pumpkin instead of the O, and even a castle. Pretty creepy. I design my own, seriously. Every day I wake up, what's the theme? I'm designing, I submit. They've never once used one of mine. And mine are good, mine are all right, what's going on? This is the one they use for Mother's Day. What? It doesn't even make sense. Mother's Day, it's just some shoes on a doormat. It looks shit. Yeah, maybe that'd be for National Shoe Day, but this is Mother's Day we're talking about, people. Mine was way better. Thank you for this opportunity.
Sam Campbell, everyone. And here's your teaser. The words are Peg Santa. The clue is bit showy. That's Peg Santa, bit showy. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were Peg Santa. The clue was a bit showy. It was, of course, pageants. Over in Dictionary Corner, it's Mr. Swallow. Mr. Swallow, what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Not much, to be honest. I did recently find out that I'm, not vegan, what's the other one? Psychic. And, the very quick demo, because I know we haven't got long. But, Jimmy, just say the first, I don't know, first country that comes to your head after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3...
Brazil.
Brazil. I don't know how. Honestly. Do you want to do it again? We can do it again. Any word that comes to mind after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3...
Banana?
Banana.
On to another letters game. Let's ramp up the tension. It's time for the tension round. In this game, we're playing for double points. The pressure's on. John, you love the tension round, right? You think you're going to be OK?
Fuck you.
Yo, you can't be doing that around me. It just gives me flashbacks, man. To Norwich. Yeah, to Norwich. Shootouts between farmers. That's my peasant, you know.
What about you, Harriet? How do you cope with the...
I don't like sudden, unexpected things.
It is horrible, this. I've never done this before.
Have you not done this round
before? Is this a regular feature?
Yeah, do you do more cope well?
No, I won't, not at my age, with my heart.
So, John, Harriet, you get to pick the letters. Just pick the letters.
Why are you saying it like that? You said it like as if...
Just pick them quickly.
I'll just get this out. I'm sure everything will be fine.
No. Don't press it. Don't press it.
What does that do?
Don't press it.
How is you standing up going to help?
Consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel.
Can I ask one favour?
Yeah.
When we're doing this, can you just hold one of my ears and I'll hold the other one? Just like
but what about me?
Your ear's gone.
Well, I'll tell you what, do me a favour then, I'll do that, but I'm going to be short now. Can you put that finger in that ear? You know, I've got this weird body. It's not my ears that get affected, it's actually my penis. I'm going to have to hold my penis. You know that security blanket of having to hold it? If I don't do that, you hold my penis.
In court, the comedian Lee Mack's defence was that he has to clutch his penis when he's scared. Vowel, consonant, vowel.
O-P...
Hold my ear, please.
U.
Consonant.
R.
Vowel.
O.
Consonant.
There's too many O's. B.
Vowel.
E.
OK, it's time for the tension round. Double points for anything you get in this round. Your time starts now.
I like it!
That wasn't too bad, was it, Lee?
What? Does it stop eventually, the ringing?
How did you do? How many letters?
Well, I've got a very appropriate one, actually. 5 letters.
5 letters.
Pooer.
Is that a word, Susie?
Of course it is. It's poo a word.
Poo is it?
Well, who's doing all the pooing?
No pooer.
Of course there's a pooer! To poo, it's a verb, right? Tell me who's doing the pooing and we can move on.
Pooist.
The pooist? The pooist.
OK, Munya, how many?
I got 6.
You got 6, OK. John, how many?
Yeah, 6.
Yes.
Harriet?
6.
Harriet, what's your 6?
Booger.
Booger.
Get up your nose.
A booger.
And just so you know, Susie, if it's not in, I want to know who's been doing all the booging.
Yes, it's in.
Booger. Oh. Wow. John, your 6?
I had booger also.
And Munya, your 6?
I got probed, which is how I got the booger.
Those are double points because it's the tension round. So that's 12 points to both teams. Anything embarrassing happened to you lately, Rachel?
Well, on the way up, I got the train, and as I was sitting there, the next stop, a little old lady got on. She put the case down, and she found a place to sit next to me, and she got her tablet out. She put her headphones in, and she pressed play on an audiobook she'd been listening to, and she didn't realise that she hadn't actually plugged it in. And it was just at the moment where the girl got her hands grabbed behind her back at the wrist, and she was bent over something. And she was listening to old granny porn. That everyone on the train could listen to it because I had to give her the end of her cable and pass it to her.
Where did she get off?
Trying to work out a pun train station. Fuck it, let's move on.
Stains.
Stains. Oh. OK, time to go across to Dictionary Corner. Catherine Cohen, what have you got for us?
Oh my God, thank you so much for asking. I can't decide if life is short or long. But I know that sometimes it can be really boring. So lately I've decided that I'm gonna do whatever I want whenever I want to do it, if that makes any sense.
I wasn't always this way. Oh, she sings. Didn't always know what to say. I wasn't always this way.
Used to tell everyone that I would save myself for marriage, oops. How fucking stupid is that? Maybe my butthole. Nope, that's ruined too. Is this allowed? This feels illegal. But listen, younger me was like, yay! That seems like a normal way to behave, so I said I'll wait. But then one man looked at me and I thought, hey, I could get hit by a bus. If I get hit by a bus, I wanna know how to fuck. I could get hit by a bus. So nothing really matters much. I could get hit by a bus. So I'm just gonna do what I want. And now I do what I wanna do when I wanna do it. Hey, it's like I've cheated the game. Rosebud, semicolon, exclamation point, semicolon, exclamation point. Anyone? 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 That's a joke about The Sims. I'm not actually a nerd, but I used to play it. It's where you get to play God. Oh! And I was like, okay, if I can play God, who's playing God with me? Mind equals blown. Whoa. It's like The Matrix, JK, I've never seen it. Boys like to tell me what movies to see, and I like to tell them to go down on me. In that I like when men call me a slut, that's my kink, cause all of that Christian stuff. Isn't it funny how people think they know about religion? I'm not actually like that. You can easily change my opinion about anything if you just sound kind of convinced for 45 seconds. Literally, you can change my mind about anything if you just sound kind of convinced. Oh God, I'm so modern, it's exhausting. I'm so progressive that it's costing me some of my closest relationships. My Catholic grandmother recently did email me saying my comedy should be clean like Bill Cosby. And she said that way too recently, I know. Poor thing. But you know what? We're all monsters in our own way. If you knew the things I've done, God, you'd go away. I've never cheated on someone, but I've definitely done stuff that is suspicious. I've definitely lied to everyone I've ever been with. What is that shocking? Is that shocking? Grow up, I could get hit by a bus. So I'm gonna say whatever the fuck. I could get hit by a bus. So nothing really matters much. I could get hit by a bus. So I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Raise your hat, go on the key.
Catherine Cohen, everyone. Here is your final teaser. The words are wank tree. No, hang on, they're not.
That's it. Let's get some decorum.
Yeah. And here's your final teaser. The words are wank tire. You know what? Fuck this show. And here is your final teaser. The words are wank tire. The clue is it's starting to itch. That's wank tire. It's starting to itch. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were wank tie. The clue was it's starting to itch. It was, of course, knitwear. Have you been looking into anything interesting recently?
One of the things that I did write a book about was the language of different groups of people, so paramedics or Freemasons or whatever. And I thought I'd write about comedians, and Joe helped me. And so I've got a question for you guys, because we couldn't really answer this. Why is the language so dark? Because you say you killed it, you took the roof off, you bombed, you died on your ass, all of that. Why is it so bleak?
I read one time that you get nervous when, as a pack animal, when you separate yourself from the crowd, because that's very dangerous. In the animal world, if you separate yourself from your pack, you could die. So when we do it, it's very vulnerable, and then you die or you kill.
The venue I recorded my first live show in, genuinely, just after I performed there, the roof collapsed. And then when they did a report, they found it had collapsed due to old materials.
TV doesn't pay what it used to, so I've taken another job. All right, your time starts now. Who ordered a pizza? Did you order a pizza? I got pizza. Pizzas.
Is this how you would work if you worked for a delivery company?
Giving them away as well.
Turn the model out.
Oh, great.
That's
Jimmy,
right.
how are you making that look weird?
It looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Jimmy, it looks like the saddle's gone inside you.
I've never felt better. How many you got, Rosie?
I think six.
3, 4, 5.
Joe, how many?
6, I think.
Sarah?
6.
6.
Yeah.
I'm quite pissed off.
Go on, how so?
Mine's weird.
I think yours has got Nutella on it.
Why?
Well, try it. It's delicious, a chocolate spread pizza. Go on, try it.
Fucking hell, that's lovely.
Do you want mine?
Oh, go on. Choo-choo! Is this going to take...
Right, get ready for some sexiness.
It's real. I don't know if it's you or the cerebral palsy.
It looks sexy.
Sarah, you're 6.
Winces?
Wincers or Winces?
Winces.
Winces, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
shit.
Rosie, you're 6.
When we got the pizza, I went for slicer.
Oh, that's very good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Slicer.
Did we get the pizza after the...
7!
Go on, cry.
OK, 6 points to both teams. It's a crucial conundrum today. You ready for this? OK, have you got your buzzers? Yeah. What's the buzzers?
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a buzzer.
I don't think you're going to use it, are you?
I tell you what, if you get it, just go buzz. OK, fingers on buzzers. Time for today's crucial countdown conundrum. Time starts now.
Buzz.
Buzz, yeah.
God. Buzz.
Stop the clock.
Buzz.
Stop the clock. Alan, buzz.
Buzz.
Alan, buzz. Go on. Yes.
No, I just wanted to see if you respected me enough to stop.
For a second there, we all thought, a miracle.
That would have been such a lovely end to the show.
I know, it would have been so nice.
The clock starts again. OK. Alan.
Dangerous.
Yes.
Let's have a look and see if you're right. Alan Carr for the win. He's right. So the final scores are Jonathan and Maisie have 24, but Alan and Harry have done it with 37 points. Thanks to all our panelists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.